This is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. This article is called Matt Damon Says He Only Just Stopped Using the F Slur for Homosexual People at the Behest of His Daughter. The Stillwater actor has received backlash over comments he made in a recent interview. Let's check this out. I'm going to go over the article, the main points, then I'll have a few things to say about this here. Matt Damon revealed that he only recently stopped using what he calls the F slur for homosexual people at the behest of one of his daughters. The Stillwater actor sat down for an interview with the Sunday Times where he discussed changes in modern masculinity and what that means for him as an actor and a public figure. He revealed that he used a slur in front of his daughter mere months ago, prompting her to get offended and leave the room. And I gotta say, masculinity is something that's been hardwired in human beings since evolution, basically. There's no change in masculinity. There's a push from a certain side of the aisle to change how it's perceived in our society, but masculinity will never change. She left the table. I said, "Come on, that's a joke. I say it in the movie Stuck on You," Damon explained. She went to her room and wrote a very long, beautiful treatise on how that word is dangerous. I said, "I retire the F slur, I understood." Although his daughter helped him see that the word is considered offensive to many people, the actor still noted that the slur was used commonly when he was a kid. And he's absolutely right. I think when I was a kid, or a teenager more specifically, most of us used all kind of slurs, name calling, and, all kind of quote-unquote insults. But I gotta go back to something Mike Tyson said recently. Now, Mike Tyson is doing TV ads where he's in a car and there's like these four bimbo women, obviously over-sexualized, but it's a fun ad. And, they're jumping around, and Mike Tyson started to get called out in interviews that, it's sexist. And one TV reporter asked Mike Tyson, "Well, how do you feel making sexist ads?" And he said, "Fine. The ad's in good fun. It's for fun." And I think that's the main point here, is there's a lot of people on one certain side here who don't understand that you can use words in good fun just to be funny, and not mean it. So in the same way, Mike Tyson made that ad, which some people find sexist because there's, sexualized women. Some people think that Matt Damon uses that F slur in a homophobic way. But the fact is, he's just using it in dialogue as like, "All right, asshole, whatever, douchebag, shut up, man." It's kind of like that, except you're using that F word instead of those. It's not actually used as a serious insult. Anyway, that's the problem we're facing today, is some people just don't understand you can use things in good fun that are adult-orientated. Damon did not specify which of his four daughters with his wife, Lucina Barrasso, was the one to pen the treatise that persuaded him to change his vocabulary. He has three daughters, Isabella, 15, Gia, 12, and Stella, 10. Damon is also dad to stepdaughter Alexia, 23, or is it Alexa, 23, who Barroso had from a previous relationship. Ironically enough, in the same interview in which Damon caught backlash for admitting he only recently stopped using the F slur, he also comments on the backlash he received in 2017 at the height of the Me Too movement by noting that he still has a lot to learn and should consider mouthing off in the press less. Well, I disagree. I don't think Matt does have a lot to learn. I think Matt knows a lot, and he should teach people a lot about how words should be used and were used in the past, and how he's not using them in a threatening, violent, or horrible way. He's using them in a fun, joking way. So I don't like to see people concede to these things, because Matt has really spoken his mind in the past against politicians and things like that. So, I kind of hate to see him go soft. Just express your opinion. Just tell people what the deal is. This has been a week filled with controversy for Damon as he tries to promote the movie Stillwater, in addition to fielding countless questions about his friend and writer partner Ben Affleck's relationship with Jennifer Lopez, he was blasted on social media by Amanda Knox, whose real-life wrongful murder conviction was the inspiration behind his latest film. Yeah, so there's been a lot of news about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. I haven't touched it yet. It's all over because all I see so far is speculation about their actual romantic relationship, but I don't see any substance or anything worth talking about there. But it has been all over, and I can imagine Matt did get some questions about it. So, my bottom line here is, look, I think I've used every single word there is that people consider terrible today. When I was a teenager, in college, joking around, even now, once in a while, joking around. But the point is, it's in good fun. That's why I mentioned Mike Tyson. When he got called out for being a sexist in that interview, he gave the perfect answer. He said, no, it's in fun. That's why. The ad isn't a serious ad showing that Mike Tyson is some, incredible man driving 4 women around who are sexualized. It was for arm spray or a mint or something like that. It was just a fun commercial. So what people try to do is turn it around and make Matt Damon look like some homophobic, or Mike Tyson look like some sexist, or, some bad person, like there's some problem with masculinity in society. But what they're really doing is saying, well, we can't say certain things now. We've got to stifle free speech because we don't understand what's said in good fun and what isn't. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. Consider subscribing here, doing pop culture. That first hurt. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.